Hello everybody, welcome back to Cannonball Cottage. Today we're going to be doing Portuguese eggs, a classic breakfast dish from Portugal. In the pan we have half an onion, half a green bell pepper, half a red bell pepper, and half a yellow or orange red pepper. So it's the equivalent of about 1.5 bell peppers, and we've got them sweating down at the moment in olive oil and butter. The rest of the ingredients are 1 clove of garlic, which I'll actually put in now and let that sort of sweat down slightly. We have half a tin of chopped tomatoes. We've got some cheese to finish off, to sprinkle on the top of the dish. We have some coriander, a teaspoon of coriander, a teaspoon of basil, and a teaspoon of chili flakes, piri piri. Depending on how hot you like it, then that's your choice. And we have some salt and some black pepper, just a sprinkling, 2 eggs, and some cream cheese, some Philly cream cheese. So the process is that we just sweat these peppers down. We then introduce, I'm going to turn the hob up slightly because I'm now going to put these tomatoes in. Makes a great breakfast dish. However, it could be a meal that you could have any time of the day. We're going to be having it with some ham. I mean, it's a meal on its own, but we're actually using up some ham that I roasted off yesterday, and so we're using up. We never waste anything here. We make sure we use up all of the food that we actually make. And so anyway, we'll just let that sweat down slightly, and I'm just now going to add these. This is the coriander going in, the basil going in, and the chili flakes. Ideally, if you do have it, if you've got fresh basil and you've got fresh coriander, even better. But at the moment, I haven't got either, so I'm using all the dried. Now that the lockdown is beginning to ease, I suppose we can now go out more often and actually get some fresh ingredients, you know, rather than rely on deliveries, because when we order online, we're never guaranteed what we order. So if we just let this sweat down slightly, I'm just going to put the lid on just to try and move it on a little bit. But yeah, this is, as I said, it's traditionally served as a breakfast dish, just like the Spaniards do, although this is the Portuguese version. And also further north in Spain, there's another version in the Basque region, the northern part of Spain. So we'll just see how this goes. In the meantime, while we're waiting for that to happen, I'm just going to take another drink of this wonderful red wine. Cheers everyone. And today's red wine is a claret. Lovely, so smooth and lovely. It isn't harsh. It's easy to drink. Unfortunately for me, it's just any red wine's easy to drink for me, but this is so easy to drink. You'll love it. Cheers everyone. So what I'm proposing to do is to actually put this into a dish, because traditionally this would then go into the oven to finish the eggs off, to bake the eggs off. So what I'm going to do is transfer this now to a dish. I'm just going to check this other one that I've got in the oven, and let me just change the position of this so that this one actually finishes off. At the moment the eggs are still on the runny side, but I'll do my best to get it to finish. We'll see how we go. So what I'm going to do now is transfer this to another dish. Originally you would just leave it in the pan that you're actually cooking it in, but there you have the peppers and onions nicely cooked away there. Let me just wipe that dish. You'll see how this comes together. I'm just going to place this towel on there and you get a better shot of it. So now the idea is we'll just make a little bit of an area there, and we'll place some cream cheese, another, not quite a spoonful, but there, and just press that down. We'll now get the egg and open that. There you go. That one's broken, unfortunately, but never mind. Do this one now. There you go. That's how it should look. And what we do now is sprinkle some cheese all over the dish so that it melts. You can use whatever cheese you like. This is quite a strong cheddar that I bought from a farm in Cheshire, and the farm is called Hayfields. They make all their own cheese, handmade cheese, real tradition, fantastic cheese. I'm also now going to put, again this is your choice, to your taste, some salt and some black pepper. Bear in mind you've already got some chili flakes in, so you need to trust your own judgment on that, or indeed you could leave it until the dish comes out of the oven and you've tasted it, and then you can add your own seasonings afterwards. That would always be my advice, to make sure that you don't over season. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm just hoping that this one that I've got in the oven has the eggs have actually cooked. I'm not sure if they have. We'll take a look. They're still a bit runny. But I suppose we could. Let me just have a look. Let me see what we can do. I don't know whether or not I'll be able to show this finished dish. Just give me a minute and I'll bring them across. Yeah, we're just getting it there now, just under the grill, to actually show you that the eggs are actually cooked and the cheese has now melted over. I'll just move this other one out of the way, and hopefully this will give you an idea of how this is finished. I'll just wipe the dish. I said unfortunately I've got no fresh herbs, because you sprinkle some parsley on the top of that and you got a fabulous meal. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. And there it is, Portuguese eggs with onions, bell peppers, tomatoes, coriander, chilli and basil. Another great meal, and it really doesn't need anything with it other than some lovely crusty bread, especially Portuguese crusty bread. It's absolutely lovely. So that's about it really. I suppose I really should have a little bit of a final taste before we say goodbye, but some onion. It's the chili isn't. It's just got a little bit of a bite, you know, sort of at the back. Leaves a nice little refreshing heat at the back of your throat. So I'd advise that if you're not a chili fan, just cut down that extra heat. But for me, if anything, perhaps I might add. No, I was going to say I might add a little bit of salt, but actual fact, now that I've just tasted that, it's adequate. It's absolutely perfect. So there you go, folks. Portuguese eggs here in Cannonball Cottage. Please make a comment and I'll get back to you with any queries that you might have. Please subscribe and ring that bell on our YouTube channel. Share it and give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'll be back again soon. Thank you.